Okay, so you want to know how to pick winning trades. This is my Pfizer trade that I entered at 34.32. I've just come out here at 38.5. So I just put a little line in there and show you where I've come out. That was 38.5. Okay, so I entered down here. When it dropped down, it was oversold. This is the RSI, but I use other indicators. They're similar to the RSI, but they give more accurate entries. And we've come back up to here. I did keep in this trade up there, and I saw that the price action was going back up again, so I stayed in it, and that was my target in any case. Like I said, my strategy is to hold these trades anyway, so it doesn't matter if they continue going down, because we're at the end of the day we're in quality stocks that have pulled back. And this was well, it's a perfect trade from my perspective on how I like to trade. So you can see we made nice, I think it's just over 11% on this trade. So if you look at the previous video, it will give you details of how I entered and the reasons why I entered. And you can see where we exited. I mean, you could just trade it on the RSI here really, but my entries are slightly more accurate. But you could just trade that and keep buying down there, and it comes back up here. Like I said, it's important to manage your position and not to put everything all on one stock. I've spread across quite a few stocks now, but I've got a large portfolio. It does become more difficult to manage with my strategy. I don't just dividend invest, I do invest in dividends, and I love dividend investing, but this is dual strategy where I put half my position on, or I'll take all my position off depending on how I feel about the stock. So I do intraday trade, but how to actually pick the stocks, how to pick winning stocks, it's actually a very simple process. I've got my two lines here where I've just gone over in most of my videos, provide me with the direction, and also they tell me if they're up or down. This is pretty flat, so it's perfect. Has pulled back, but I like Pfizer as a company anyway. They're massive, they've got a lot of dividend history, so it's absolutely perfect stock to trade. So I've still got half my position on from here and to up here now, so I'll just see how this one goes, but I'm going to keep this position on for a good while anyway. So this is how I pick my winning trades. Like I say, do look at the previous video, the Pfizer video I did before. It was only a brief video, but it shows you my entry method, and it was kind of live at the time. It was the day that I actually placed the trade, so it's very relevant. But with fundamental analysis, I did a video on that yesterday. How to actually analyse the stocks and what I actually use to analyse each of the stocks. So I'll do some basic fundamental analysis for each one. I'll use my indicators similar to the RSI, which you can use yourselves. I don't actually like it that much because you can get some confusion. I suggest you actually combine it with another oscillator, or alternatively just email me and I can go through some details with you. But this is basically a simple method you can use to enter using the RSI and fundamentals. But it's so stress free because you're in a quality company, so you're going to get a dividend anyway. So even if this does continue down, there's a crash in the market or something, it won't keep going forever. And even if it has a massive sell-off, as long as these lines continue to be bullish, you can keep on entering the trade. Okay, so you'll see here, this is actually, I don't know if I can get enough history on here, we might do. So this is going back from the 2008 crash. So here you see this stock actually went bearish, so the line's going down. We made highs on the RSI, but this still wasn't going up here, so you could have sold these stocks here. If you're looking for buys in this market, this would not be one I'll be buying, due to what I'm looking at here with everything's pointing downwards, the stock's going downwards. You can do trend lines, anything, everything's pointing down. You can see where the RSI goes oversold here. You can see we lose that power in the pullback. So I aim for at least 5% in my trade if I'm intraday trading. So I want to be getting at least 5% on the trade. Here we can see we've got motion going back. See, this is kind of the reverse of what we've got now with it's pulling back, and you can see the lines will flatten out and then they're going upwards now. So you can start taking, buy trades in all this range really. As these lines get further apart, they will cross over and go back together eventually. You're talking years here, so it's not a stressful thing. You can analyse it in your own time and just take them in these levels. We see it down here, it's bottomed out on the RSI. It's higher than these levels over here, and we can easily enter trades there. Okay, but we wouldn't enter in this situation here because the lines are expanding, and the RSI is giving us. It gives us a deep sell-off there. So you may be able to take one, but I would stay away from this one personally. So it sold off heavily in 2008. We can see that it was actually a sort of a market leader, I suppose. This had been selling off for a good period. So it was bullish back here in 2002, 2003. It's just gone flat for years, and then you can see though it's coming down. It hasn't gone anywhere. This is now 2000 lines actually going firmly downwards. So as these are converging, you wouldn't be buying this stock anyway, and certainly not holding it for any long period of time. But this is just the way I invest. So you could buy all the way down here, obviously. When the valuation gets this low, you got to start questioning. As long as the fundamentals of the company look okay, you could invest here and be fantastic in hindsight. But we went all the way down here. Look, down to 12. But over the long term, you see, this company, if you invested here. Okay, you invested, say here, for example, at 30. So you more than half your share price. But if you're buying all the way down, you're going to do quite nicely, right? So it's all about whether you believe the company's going to stay liquid, and with a company like Pfizer's, that in hindsight that looks crazy. Like it's sold off, and it's not going to go out of business with its business model that it's got. The amount of money it's got behind it. So we've got to exercise some caution in this one. I don't know what I've done there. We'll exercise some caution in this one, but you can see you could have had a nice profit in here. But you could be looking at a roll over here. It could be coming back down again. So we wouldn't enter massive positions. We are just off the highs. So yeah, that's the way I trade. If you've got any issues or any questions, send me an email or put it in the comments below. Do help me grow the channel, like and subscribe. This is, like I said, this was a trade I put on the video, so please do have a look at the other video, maybe before this one, come back and have a look at this one. But this is basically the process I go through. I get a solid stock that I like the look of, and I actually like trading. I see a nice range of price action, and then I can see a sell-off here. It was still bullish at the time we took this. It's flattened off now, but this one's still slightly bullish, so we're okay to enter a trade here, and it came up to the level I wanted. And it looks like it's going to roll over and continue lower to me over the long term, but you might get another attempt up here and it'll come down, but I do anticipate downward pressure on this. You can see here we had a similar situation to what we've got now over here. However, these lines are expanding. Okay, so there's like a divergence there, and this would be an excellent entry. Just on the way I trade. Obviously, nothing's guaranteed, and this is only my personal opinion. So take what you wish from it. I hope this has helped you. Do help me grow the channel, and I will talk to you all very soon.